Hi everyone, I'm Bridgette. Thank you so much for coming here today. I don't think I've ever seen this many people at a rally ever in history of any rally that I've ever been to. So good on you all for coming. So, when we were just listening to the poem that was read out before, who else was thinking, why the fuck was that written 15 years ago? Yeah. I know I was. So, anyway, we were almost within reach of accomplishing marriage equality. And eventually there will be a day that people will look back and they will see our pictures and they'll go, really? You had to protest and beg for your equal rights? So generally here today we're going to be basically pushing out to the general public and the community around us exactly what we're here for. So all of the straight allies, all of the friends and the families, all the people who struggle to come here today, thank you so much for coming. So today now we have the chance to have our demands heard. We're tired of waiting for marriage equality. I mean, it's 2015, we've been waiting for, how many years? Hundreds of years. Many people dream of falling in love their entire lives. You get raised to go, oh, one day when you get married, and one day when you have a wedding, and you'll have your life together with the loved ones. We all have that basically ingrained and socially conditioned into us. But then when you come out, your dreams are crushed because you're not allowed to be married. Same-sex marriage is literally illegal in our country because we are so far behind. I mean, America, Ireland, nearly everywhere else is legalizing it, and we're still standing here, sitting out here in the hot sun. I'm having to stand up here terrified as fuck, and we all have to talk about this, alright? So yeah, basically, it's getting ridiculous that there's people that still believe that same-sex marriage is wrong, and that we're broken, and that it's not really a priority, because that's wrong. We don't need the fear that's still built around, LGBT community. We don't need that. There's so much, lack of education, and there's so much taboo that people don't want to talk about it, they don't want to know about it, and we're here to tell them with our big loud voices that they're wrong and that we're here to stay. So, I'm going to talk about fear. Due to fear, there are people that spend their entire lives living in the closet. There are people who won't ever come out because they could potentially lose their entire family and their friends if they come out as a gay, lesbian, transgender, bisexual person. A famous gay activist in the 70s named Harvey Milk, he told these words to a crowd of people who were rallying, mind you, back in the 70s. Once and for all, destroy the myths, break down the lies and the distortions. Pretty fucked that we're still standing here, right? Yeah. We're here today because those words still apply to us, and we're still trying to destroy all of the evil and the stigma that's associated with our community. We are still trying to prove that we're worthy of equality. So basically today we need to make it clear that LGBT people are our politicians, they're our doctors, they're our nurses, they're our brothers, our sisters, our mothers, our fathers, our farmers, they're everyone. I just want to say as well, there's a lot of people who don't think it's a priority for us to be here today because they don't think it's a big enough issue or that we'll never get it, but that's wrong because we will get it. We are this close to achieving same-sex marriage equality. When Tony ever gets the fuck out of here, we will have it. The current definition of marriage simply just discriminates against every single person who is in the LGBT community. I mean, yeah, sure, there's gay and there's lesbian couples who are dreaming of being married. They want their weddings and they want their rights that come along when you get married, just as the same as heterosexual people. But there's also the transgender community that are being fucked over by this law. We need to make the government understand that it's not fair that if you are a transgender person and it's made too difficult for you to even be recognised as your true gender, you will be seen as living in a same-sex couple and it's illegal for you to get married. Guess what? You can and you're married, but then you say, hang on, I'm transgender, I want to transition. Well, no, you can't have that because guess what? Same-sex marriage is illegal.
That's fucked.
Anyways, we need to tell them that we've been fighting for too long. Ancient civilizations had same-sex marriages and couples. We're rolling back in time and we need to push ourselves forward. There's a lot of people, there's a lot of people here today, and I think that we can make a sound and tell people to listen to us because we deserve it. It's our human right. It's not a political statement to love, it's a human right. So today the main objective is to remind the government and all the people around us that we want equality. We can't be pushed back into the closet. We will never go back in again. This is paving the way for the future generations so that they never feel what we have had to go through. People will look back in our photos and they won't believe what we had to do to get to here. And thank God that they won't have to go through that. Basically, like I said, and like everyone is going to tell you, same-sex marriage is possible and we will achieve it. And today, we are so much more closer than we were when I first started coming here years ago. So all of those people who are scared and it's their first time, you're pretty lucky because you only get to sit in the sun maybe once or twice, but we are so close to getting there. So today, please use your voices, scream as loud as you can. You won't be able to talk for a week, but it's so worth it because this is so important. Brisbane, we will achieve marriage equality.